What's going on, guys? Nick back here at the Backyard Bars, and today I'm gonna be showing you what to do if you start to plateau, right? Every single athlete goes through this, whether you do calisthenics or whether you're weightlifting. It doesn't matter. If you work out long enough, you will start to plateau. You'll hit a point where you're just not getting any stronger and you're staying at the same exact level. That's what a plateau is, in case you didn't know. So what I'd like to talk about today is how to get out of that plateau. What can you start to do differently that'll help you progress and start to get back on track and start to level up again? Now, there's a bunch of different things you can do. For me, I'd like to explain the best 3 options you have in order to get out of that plateau, and I think you should somehow involve them all in order to continue to get stronger. First things first, I always say start incorporating pause reps and tempo reps. So you're gonna start to change the way you're doing reps, opposed to just regular reps like pull-ups, where you're just banging out pull-ups. You're gonna start to do tempo reps, right? So tempo reps simply means we're gonna count how long it takes us to get up and how long it takes us to get down. You can do different time schemes for this as well. I generally do a 3 to 5 second time range. If you want, you can do more. However, be prepared that you're gonna do less reps. If you're gonna do 10 seconds up and 10 seconds down, it's going to be much harder to do 10 reps than it would be to do 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down for 10 reps. Now, what this does for us is we're putting our body in the same position as if it would be in a regular pull-up. However, we're really controlling the motion. We're no longer swinging, we're not using any momentum, we're not putting our body in those positions for a split second, but multiple seconds at a time. That's gonna still break down muscle fibers, rip the muscle fibers, and allow them to grow back stronger. Your body will also be more aware of how it feels to be in these positions, so it'll make it even easier to rep out when you start to do normal reps again. So start incorporating tempo reps. And now I'll talk about pause reps. Pause reps is a very similar idea in the sense of we're putting our body in that position, so the body's gonna understand how it feels to be in that position, and it's still gonna break down muscle fibers and still make us stronger. So we'll keep the example of pull-ups. I would do 10 seconds at the bottom of the rep, 10 seconds at the middle part of the rep, and 10 seconds at the top of the rep. I usually would do this after I do a regular set. So for an example, I'll do 5 to 10 reps, whether I have weight on or not. And at the top of the rep, at the end, I'll hold for 10 seconds. I'll hold right beneath the bar for another 10 seconds. And I'll hold all the way down with my scaps pinched for another 10 seconds. And this will just help build that strength up and continue to help you get better at pull-ups or whatever workout that you're working towards to get better at. So tempo reps and pause reps, great way to try to get out of that plateau. The second thing I'm gonna talk about is going to be how you're structuring your workouts. Let's say you're doing 3 rounds of 10 reps or 4 rounds of 12 reps or whatever you might be doing. You gotta start to change it up in order to trick your body. Your body's going to get used to those workouts and you're not gonna get as sore anymore, and your body is going to adapt. This is what our body does, and it does a very good job of getting used to what we're putting our body through, right? So we wanna make sure that our body's constantly getting tricked so that we utilize different muscles and we can continue to progress and get stronger. So a good example of this may be stop doing your 3 rounds or 4 rounds of a certain amount of reps and start to do something like an EMOM. EMOM is one of my favorite ways to train. If you follow me and are subscribed, you know this about me. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. So what you would do is you start the clock. Let's use dips for an example this time. You're gonna do 10 dips. If you can do 10, you're gonna pick a number that's not impossible, but it's a good level where you're at, usually around 60% of your max. Let's say I did 10, I'm gonna do 10. Once that clock hits 1 minute, you go again. 2 minutes, go again, 3 minutes, go again, right? So if it takes me 10 seconds to do 10 reps, I got 50 seconds of rest. And by the time I get to minute 7, 8, 9, it might take me 20 seconds to do 10 reps, which only leaves me 40 seconds of rest. So it kind of gets harder as you go on. You're minimizing your rest period, and at the end of the day, you're gonna do 10 rounds. I usually do this for 10 minutes. So you're gonna do 10 rounds, you're gonna be pushing yourself. It's only gonna take 10 minutes, and you're gonna do about, for me, it would be 100 reps in 10 minutes. So just by changing up the way you're structuring your workouts will definitely help you progress a lot faster. This is another great way to get rid of that plateau. Our third and last way to get out of that plateau is actually taking a deload week. So now this might not apply to you. A lot of people just aren't consistent enough and they're not doing enough in order to get stronger. They're only working out once to twice a week. If this is you, this doesn't apply to you. If you're plateauing at that point, you're probably just not consistent enough and not working out enough. So for those of you that are working out 5-6 days a week and your body's not getting as much rest as it could be, I would suggest for you to take that deload week. Now this deload week, all that means is you're gonna go a little bit lighter for a week and not so much stopping at all. You can do that, I wouldn't suggest it, but you can go lighter, right? So for an example here, if we were to do handstand push-ups, you would go down to pike push-ups. So you're just gonna do the regression. So you're gonna do this to make sure your form is right. You're gonna be able to rep out a little bit more, but it's a little less harsh on your body and on your joints. Give them rest so this way you can come back that much stronger. Sometimes we overdo it and we don't realize it, but you're training the hardest progression every single workout. You still have to build your base up. The bigger your base, the higher you can build. So if you can still do those pike push-ups for reps, when you go back to that handstand push-up, you would have built strength. Your body's a little bit more rested. You gave your muscles a second to recoup, and now you're gonna be even stronger when you come back the following week. So I always say it's great to do a deload week as well for those of you that are overtraining your body and don't realize it. Always go back down on the progressions that got you to that point. If you're doing planche, you still have to do tuck planches. Doesn't mean you should get away from that completely. It is the fundamentals that got you there, and it's the fundamentals that will keep you there and prevent you from getting injured as well. So it's super important to know this and have this weapon in your back pocket. The deload week is a great way to get you back to where you were and continue to progress. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. This was a more informational video for those of you that feel like you're plateauing. I really hope you got something out of it, and thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you got something out of this video. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at core_calisthenics. Also check out my website, corecalisthenics.com. I have every single workout I know on there and me explain the correct way to do it under 1 to 2 minutes, all categorized based on what equipment you have access to. So there's always a workout you could do no matter where you are and what body part you want to train. Also check out my 4-week bodyweight only free program out now, totally free. If you want to get into calisthenics and you haven't, or you're already in calisthenics and you want to get better, this is a great program for you to try. It will change the way you work out forever, I promise you that. Also check out our shop. We have parallettes, wrist wraps, resistance bands, ab wheels, chalk, and Core Calisthenics t-shirts on there. So check that out now for the cheapest prices possible. Also comment what video you want me to make next. I'd be happy to make it for you. And stay tuned for my next post every single Saturday at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time. And I'll see you guys in the next